All right, guys, what I want to do is I want to give you a little bit more of a detailed of exactly what we do whenever we're at the keypad. So what I like to do is I like to take my phone, put it right above the existing keypad. It's usually mounted to the wall, so it usually just sits up there nice and firm. First thing I'm going to talk about to them is point out the stay and the away mode. I want to know, do they know what the difference is between the two? There is one difference, and it's the motion detector. It's how you turn it off and how you turn it on. So when you arm your system stay, literally arms everything except for the motion detector, turns it off. When you arm your system away, arms everything including the motion and actually actively turns it on. Most of the time the customer is going to answer that question like, yeah, whenever I leave the house, I arm away. Whenever I'm at the house, I arm the system stay. And that is true. That is the way that you would normally arm it, but it's not the one difference. So whenever you pose the question to them, you want to pose it, say, hey, listen, there's a stay and away mode. First off, do you know what the difference is between the two? There's only one difference. They'll kind of say that and you just go, oh, I completely agree with you. That's the way that you would normally arm it. However, the difference is actually the motion detector. See, when you arm your system stay, that's what turns off the motion detector. That's the command to do it. When you arm your system away, that's the command to turn it on. Now, as you can see right here, you do have the arm stay. If you were to arm this system stay, what you would need to do is actually hit the stay button. You would then need to put in your 4-digit code and then hit the stay button again. Overall, you're pushing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buttons in that sequence. Now, just want to show you where there's a difference with ours. Ours, you simply hit the button. Want to arm the system stay, you do it that easy. If you want to do it another way, the other way to arm the system is by simply going over here to your phone app and arming and disarming the system with one push of a button as well. Now, another way to be able to arm the system is by using Amazon Alexa or Google Home. You can simply say, Alexa, tell alarm.com to arm my system stay. And she'll go ahead and arm your system stay. Now, in order for you to disarm the system, she is going to ask for a 4-digit PIN code that you do have to say audibly out loud. So don't ever disarm the system around other people that you don't want to be able to have your code. Now, the only other way to be able to arm and disarm the system is going to be through the geo fence. There's a little bubble around the house. When you exit that bubble, if you have it set up through the geo fence, it'll send you a notification to let you know whether the door's unlocked, garage door is open, or even if you left your system armed. At that point, when that notification drops down, simply just give it a little click. It'll take you right here to your app, and then you just hit the button and go ahead and arm the system. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is emergency contacts. As you can see right here, you cannot see them. But even if you did have it detailed where it was one of these, it still doesn't do the same thing that our system does when it comes to the emergency contacts. Ours will audibly tell you what's going on. So this is going to wake people up, notify them that there's something actually going on in the home. Same thing for this intrusion, same thing for the fire. But also, after it gets done beeping for that 8 seconds, there's literally going to be a live operator that's going to talk through the keypad, and they're going to get information about what's going on. So if it is a burglary, they're going to hear everything that's going on inside there, be able to provide that information to the law enforcement officers that are on their way. If it's a fire, of course, they're trying to get everybody out of the house, wake them up, sometimes audibly saying things besides a beep will get people to move. Then most importantly, whenever it comes to medical emergencies, they're able to find out what's going on. If that person is conscious still, they're able to gather information, find out where they're at. If you have a smart door lock, they'll even unlock the door for the EMT to come into the house. They know exactly where you're going to be at. They know they're advised of the situation, so they know how to handle it. And what it does is that this particular feature saves time. Most importantly, saves lives, right? Now, the other thing that we do have to offer is a hostage code. You ever find a gun to your head, knife to your back in a real weird situation? Don't worry about that. Be calm. Now, on this particular system, you don't have a hostage code or a duress code. You would have to hit the hostage button right there. But if a criminal sees you do that, he's probably going to end up hurting you before he does leave. So the best way to do it is to actually disguise it. So the closest panel has that disguise. What we ask you to do is just be calm, remain calm, hit the button. It's going to expose these numbers. Now you could do one of two codes because we key each one, either 1379, which are in the corners, or straight down the middle.
Disarm system in 20 seconds. System is now disarmed.
So what happens whenever you disarm that system right there, it's going to say that it's disarmed. So the criminal at that point would probably feel relaxed. But what he does not know is that as soon as you put that hostage code in, it went ahead and dispatched police over there to your home on priority 1. But what it also did is took a picture of whatever was in front of the keypad. So it's actually able to see that person. This one right here is pointing up because I have it pointed up, but you know, in a real situation, you would actually get that person looking like that, okay? And that's what you wanna have whenever you have your hostage code. Now, the only other thing that I do wanna talk to people about is asking them, does your system have crash and smash? Crash and smash is a unique feature that is offered to the closest panel. Our system is always pinging the monitoring station. And if it goes offline, we're able to recognize that and we'll dispatch police immediately to your home. This system right here, if somebody were to break it, smash it, rip it from the wall, cut the wires or anything like that, the system assumes that the master code has been put in. That's especially during the delay pattern, which is where it gives you 30 seconds, 20 seconds to be able to get to the keypad and put the code in. But this system will not allow that. It does have the built-in tilt, separation, and impact sensor. So if you do try to break it, smash it, rip into it, the system will literally go into a panic. See, guys, these are the things that you want to talk about at the keypad. And what you want to do is you just want to show them that there are similarities. Look, our system does arm stay and armed away just like yours does.
System type.
However, ours is able to do more. If I want to bypass the actual back door, I could do that. I can even turn off the exit sounds and turn off the entry delay when I arm the system stay. So what that means is I bypass the back door, but if anybody opens up any one of the sensors, door windows, it triggers immediately. There's no delay at all. And then you also want to highlight the differences that ours does have. Even though ours does have emergency contacts and yours does too, ours will audibly make noise. Plus on top of that, there will be a live operator to answer any questions for you. This one does not have a hostage code. This one does have a hostage code that does disguise itself. This one also has patented crash and smash, so nobody can just break, smash, or rip into it to disable it. This one is easily disabled. You want to talk about these things because that does bring value in your security system, okay? The most important thing about this system, though, is two-way voice. That's how it's able to dispatch. That's how it's able to verify what's going on inside of the home. So you want to hit that and hit it very heavy. Okay, one of the greatest questions you can ask of a person is, if you had a race car, what would you like for it to do? Well, the answer should always be go fast, because that's how race cars win races, okay? And that's what you want to talk to them about this. This goes fast. Not only does it look beautiful, but we're able to dispatch in under 30 seconds, which means that we can get an officer there to your home quicker and faster than anybody else. All right, use this knowledge, gentlemen.